Hey everybody, and welcome back to BK's Bullets. Today we're going to be looking at the Batman Kings of Fear hardcover. Alright, let's take a look at Batman Kings of Fear, the hardcover. This is a standard size hardcover, it's not oversized or anything. Here's the front cover, the spine by Peterson and Jones, and the back. So I have not read this one. This retails for $19.99. So I'm interested to read it. It's written by Scott Peterson, who used to be, I guess, a Batman editor over at DC. So here's the inside of the dust jacket. The other side, black pages. Take this off. This is why it's nothing special. It's just got the standard like embossing of the title treatment. Here, Kings of Fear, Kings of Fear. Although this doesn't have the little, oh, it does a little bit on the K, like that. So let's put this dust jacket aside. So why did I pick this up? Well, it's got Kelley Jones on art. And who is Kelley Jones? He's the guy with the ridiculous anatomy and ridiculous Batman ears. He is, let's look at this Batman. Look at these ears. So big, so big. This is the Kelley Jones, I guess, Batman Vampire inspired Funko Pop. He was doing, I guess, some Sandman art, and then he did the Batman Red Rain, or no, I don't know which came first. It might have been the Nightfall covers he did, but this is where I saw him, but I first saw him when I read this trade paperback. Like, first time I actually read any of his work was this one, Batman Vampire. Now this is called, it's collected as something else. It's not Tales of the Multiverse anymore now. I think this goes as Batman Elseworlds Volume 1, but it's the same thing reprinted. Doug Munch and Kelley Jones, and they basically have Batman fight Dracula in one comic, turn into a vampire and get some wings here, you can see, and get crazy from there. I think it's his last one here that he actually is like very bat vampiric and stuff. Look at these ears. That's crazy. But yeah, so that's what that's from. And then his regular Batman stuff, he did all of the covers basically to Nightfall. So here are the new Nightfall trades, and these have actual covers from the books. I want to say it was the Batman. Let's see if they pop up. Vengeance of Bane. Not Batman, maybe his detective at the time. Anyway, much later, he started doing the covers for Nightfall. Here's another one that he did that came out in the 90s, and then now it's the cover for the trade. Here's the one you've all seen. Bane breaking Batman. Just look at this hulking mass of muscle here. So yeah, he's definitely an artist that, exaggerates a whole bunch of stuff. And I think that's kind of why he's interesting. The whole purpose of comic books is to have this mesh of art and story. And sometimes if you're telling a straightforward Batman story, this might not work. But if Kings of Fear is what I think it is, and it's Batman versus Scarecrow, get the Funko Pop out of the way here. Should be really like trippy and psychedelic, and that's when I think you can exaggerate things the most. So I guess this is the cover to issue 1. So this collects Kings of Fear 1 through 6, published in 2019 and 2018. So yeah, I never really heard anybody talk about this. This just kind of came and went. And Kelley Jones has been doing a couple of these little miniseries and stuff with like Steve Niles. He did a couple with in the last couple of years, so he might be drawing like exclusively Batman, and for some reason it's just going unnoticed. So I'm interested to read this. But yeah, this is the same kind of old matte style paper that was in maybe the older trade paperbacks. It is pretty thick. That is very nice. It's not the glossy paper. What I do like about this paper is that there's like very little reflection or anything when you're reading it. You don't have to turn the book a certain way. I mean, you have a little bit here, but like you just straighten the page out and you can see it. Whereas like some glossy pages, you have to like curve it or, you know, angle the book, the whole thing a certain way to get rid of that. But here you straighten the page out and don't let any light really touch the top of it, and you can read that. You know, you can see the whole page. So that's cool. We do have a little bit of shine here from the light, but overall, I really like this type of paper. Although it doesn't, like the colors don't pop as much. Like if I bought this on my iPad, the colors would be, you know, popping way more. I mean, it's kind of a little muddy over here with like all the purple and the blue, and I bet that would be beautiful on the iPad. But you know, this is how they decided to print it. So, and it also kind of feels a little bit more retro, I guess, because he was working in the 90s 30 years ago. You know, maybe that's why it's got this older paper. I don't know. I don't know. I don't pretend to know these things. I really like this cover. This is what the Dust Jacket cover is this one here. Dust Chapter, issue number 3. It's a beautiful cover. Look at all the stuff that's going on in here. Oh, the Rogues Gallery popping out of Batman's head, and I didn't even notice this before. The Joker's got the top of his head, and he's holding on to the ears over here. Or not the Joker, Scarecrow. So, that's cool. I'm interested to read this and see what it's all about. Here's Batman turning into Superman. Ah. So we'll skip ahead here because I don't want to spoil it for me. Does this have any extras? It's got a sketchbook back here. Okay, let's find that. So yeah, some of these you may have a hard time seeing because it's pencil drawings. I don't know if it's going to show up or not. Oh, that one does show up. That's good. This thing is Scarecrow here. And you have Clayface and Killer Croc. Poison Ivy, I guess, with the flowers. Joker. Batman. This is the hardest one to see. It's harder to see, I feel like, in real life because it looks like a lot of blue line and then some light pencils on top. So I don't know if this is an actual page in the book or what. Here's the inks. I believe Kelley Jones inks himself. And you'd have to do all this crazy line work and stuff in the background and up top here. You'd have to ink yourself. Amazing. Unused cover concepts. That's cool. And then here's just the profiles of the writer and artist in the back here. And then the ads. Oh, Jeff Loeb, Tim Sale, everything. Grant Morrison. Don't put Kelley Jones's other work back there, God forbid. But hey, it is on the Dust Jacket. So, yeah. There's not much to see about the outside of this. Like, there's not even anything on the spine compared to some other hardcovers I have where they have the embossed front. But that is Batman Kings of Fear. So let me know if you guys have read this and if you liked it or not. And I don't know if Scott Peterson is going to do any more work or not. I don't know how this got received or what, but the artwork certainly looks interesting. So maybe you'll get a review later on. Anyways, thanks you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time in the Funny Pages.